story crap. We're going to do a little weaving under our opponent's left hook today. So from orthodox stance, you're going to weave under that left hook. If you were southpaw, then you're going to weave under that right hook. So weaving onto our back foot, loading our back foot so that we can counterpunch. So the first thing here, it's very hard to bob and weave from your kicking stance. So if you start off in your shallow stance here, your thigh stance, it's very hard to bob and weave from here because you almost have to put your head forward. But if you step up into that boxing stance and you got a little more depth, now it becomes a lot easier because now you got your hips and shoulders moving. So we're going to step up to punch, then our opponent's going to try to counter with that left hook, and we're going to bob underneath and load up our back foot. So I'm going to step up, it could just be jab, you're just going to step up and jab, boom. Opponent's going to go for their left hook on my right cheek. When they go for it, I've got to move by a head's worth. And I don't want to move a lot more than that. So I don't want to squat way down here because then I'm costing myself extra time. I don't want to move my head forward because then I'm going to come into a knee, okay? So I want to keep my posture, keep that chin down, but keep your posture from your waist up to the top of your head, and you're going to use your legs to make a letter U and put your weight onto that back side. So if you guys are looking at me and I'm looking at you, I make a little letter U like this, and I want to move my head so that if a punch is coming at my jaw here, I move enough that it goes up over the top of my head. I don't want to move too much because then it'll take me too long to come back up. But if I don't move enough, then that punch is just going to hit me in the side of the head. Even if it doesn't hurt you bad, it's going to break up your rhythm from your counter punch and trying to come back. It's just going to knock you off of that base, and then you'll just come back and have to reset yourself. So what we want is to make them miss, but miss close. So I move my whole head's worth, so that when that punch was trying to hit my jaw, I move myself so that it goes right up over the top of my head. Boom, and I make a letter U so that this back foot gets heavier. Then I'm going to push off. A nice one to come back with is uppercut or a straight punch. So I can go jab here, boom, push, use my legs to make that letter U and duck under, and then come back, bang, with a counter punch. Okay? You're working this into your shadow boxing. You step up into boxing stance and jab. They go for that hook, you bob under, bang, you weave under rather, and you throw that counter punch. Bang, weave, counter punch with that right hand, boom. Jab, boom, bob under, bang, hit that counter punch. All right, you get a little more comfortable, you can start expanding it. Maybe I go jab, inside leg kick, land cross, then they go for their hook. I land under, bang, follow it up, bang, bang, make a longer combo out of it. There I go, 1, 2, up to the ribs, nice cross, bang, they go for that hook, I bob under, boom, bang, hit them back, boom, boom, boom. Keep it working, yeah? Always want to try to hit this from your boxing stance. So if you're standing and you're kicking stance and they go for this hook, it's not the best strategy to try to go underneath. You can cover, you can block with your hand, you can do a hand block and counter, but if you stepped up into your boxing stance, then this gives us the ability to use our legs and our hips to pop under that with that weave. Jab, cross, hook, cross to go for that hook, I'm under, bang, follow up, boom, boom, reset, okay? All right, now I'm on the bag, so I'm gonna start back over from the basics, the beginning part, where I step up into my boxing stance, maybe I pop that jab, they go for a hook here, trying to hit me on this jaw. I need to move myself by a head's worth, load that back foot, press off of it, and throw that cross, okay? Once you can get this, and you can feel real comfortable each step of this, then you can start expanding it. So once more, we step up into our boxing stance, pop that jab, they try that hook under, boom, bang, and counter punch. 1, weave, counter punch, reset. 1, weave, counter punch, reset. 1, weave, counter punch, reset. Then I can make it a little longer, start throwing longer combos with that weave in them. Jab, inside leg cross, they try that hook, I weave under, bang, land, follow it up, yeah? Jab, body, boom, they try that hook, I'm under, bang, reset. 1, 2, 3, cross, under, bang, reset, yeah? You can make any different combos working off of that straight punch, or you can work an uppercut. So I can go bang, weave under, throw an uppercut, and then I can follow that up however it is that I want to. Bang, under, uppercut here, bang, close distance, bang, bang, grab, finish it off there. World of possibilities. All right, once again, the main points here, you want to keep that shin down, but you want to keep that posture when you drop, so it all happens in your legs. So when you drop into that weave, all happens below the waist, so you keep your posture. So in other words, I don't want that, because in a sport where kicks and knees are allowed, I'm not likely ducking into something. They might throw this, they see me duck forward, they come right up into that knee because my head's right there. So they're like, okay, free knee to the face. So I don't want that. I want to keep my posture from my waist to the top of my head. I lower myself so that that punch misses me. Don't duck into anything else. Keep both hands up when you do this. Both hands up on your cheeks, and your whole body moves together, nice and quick. And once more, the last thing to remember, this works best from our boxing stance, from this stance right here. This is where you can really weave. If you're still in your kicking stance here on the outside and they go for a hook, it's probably not best to try to go underneath. It's probably best to cover and counter back, rock back so that it misses you, hand block, move your whole self and counter. You got a lot of different options, okay? But if you're in this short stance and that hook starts coming at you, it's not really the best to go underneath. You want to use this when you're stepped up into that boxing stance and you got good balance and you've got good dip in your legs and hips to turn you and pop that counter punch out right away. Thank you very much, guys. Go prep. Please join us at the end of the week for the video workout.